Does God hate sinners? I think there are some people who think God does. Hello, I'm Father James Kubicki of the Apostleship of Prayer, and the best answer to that question, I think, can be found in chapter 15 of Luke's Gospel. I call this chapter the chapter of divine mercy, because in it, Jesus tells three stories about a lost sheep, a lost coin, and a lost son. With the last story in particular, the parable of the prodigal son, Jesus shows that God loves sinners and wants them to return and to be healed and to live forever in his house. God hates sin because he sees more clearly than we can see just how much harm sin does to us. But God loves sinners and sent his son Jesus to suffer and to die in order to save them. But here, let's let the words of Pope Francis tell us about the love God the Father has for sinners, a love that is strikingly portrayed in that story of the prodigal son. Talking about the Father's thoughts about his wayward son, Pope Francis said, "And the Father, had he forgotten the Son? No, never. He is there. He sees the Son from afar. He was waiting for him every hour of every day. The Son was always in his Father's heart, even though he had left him, even though he had squandered his whole inheritance, his freedom. The Father, with patience, love, hope, and mercy, had never for a second stopped thinking about him. And as soon as he sees him still far off, he runs out to meet him and embraces him with tenderness, the tenderness of God, without a word of reproach. He has returned, and that is the joy of the Father. In that embrace for his Son is all his joy. He has returned. God is always waiting for us. He never grows tired. Jesus shows us this merciful patience of God so that we can regain confidence